This is Phosphor Watch's brand new Touch Time Smarter Watch. Hi, Dan from your diary. This is the Touch Time from Phosphor Watches. It is not a smartwatch, but it is what they call a smarter watch. We'll see why in a moment. It is a very nice looking watch. It is a very substantial looking watch, has a nice bit of heft to it, a very solid design. It has this silicone band. It comes in a number of different colors. This version is $159. If you get it with the stainless steel band, it'll run you $199. As I said, it's not a smartwatch. It does not connect to your smartphone. On the downside, you don't get all of the apps and the power that you get with a smartwatch. But on the upside, you actually get a watch that will run for up to a year on a single battery. That's a really nice thing. Unlike the initial Phosphor watches, this does not have an e-ink display. It looks very, very similar in many regards, but this is actually an LCD display. And this has a high resolution of 144 by 168, and it has a bright white LED backlight. It's always on, and as I said, it gets up to a year per battery. You can either have it showing a 12-hour time display or a 30-hour time display. It is a up to 30-meter water resistant, that's 3 atmospheres, and it actually will display in a number of different languages: English, French, Spanish, Italian, German, Swedish, and Norwegian. So it is a very, very interesting watch in that regard, and it actually feels very nice on the wrist. Now, what makes this a smarter watch is that if you press here and unlock, you actually get the ability to change your display. Let me make sure that it's showing up. It's hard to capture this on camera. You actually can have different watch faces. There are 6 of them in all, and because you can invert the colors, you actually can get 12 different watch faces. And then if you go to the side, you actually get different apps. So there are reminders, there's a calculator, there's a lunar moon phases indicator. You have alarms, world clock, stopwatch, and a calendar. And then back to the time. So let's look at the lunar phase. It actually gives you the lunar phase right now, which is coming out of a religious tradition that actually goes by the moon rather than the sun. This is actually a nice app to have. The calculator, it's actually a full calculator. And if you swipe up, you get the functions. Very simple, not much to write home about, but it's there. You can go to the settings. You can change the appearance. You can change the sounds. It'll chime on the hour now, but we don't want that. And you have the press tone there. You can actually change the language there or the appearance. You can actually invert the colors, as I said. So now if you go back, you now have the watch display is actually easier to read, a little bit brighter. I actually really like this one, and this one actually gives you Phosphor and it gives you the date as well. So it takes a little bit of time to get used to the LCD display and the touch screen. I was having trouble the first time I shot this video. It's actually much easier now, even though I'm actually behind the camera and trying to reach over and do this. And it works really nicely. If you don't need a smartwatch, but you do want something that is customizable on the fly, has some smartwatch-like apps, and looks really nice, and is a very, very substantial piece of jewelry as well as a functional watch. This is a really neat option. This is the Touch Time from Phosphor Watches. This one has an MSRP of $159 with the silicone band. If you want the stainless steel band, that'll run you $199. Really nice watches, brand new from Phosphor. This is Dan from Gear Diary. Thanks very much for watching.